Hi everybody, welcome back. Today I'll be doing a video called Forgotten Loves, and I was inspired to do this video after watching another YouTuber. Her name is Michelle Wang, and she has several of these videos whereby she goes back into her collection of makeup and skincare and she digs them out because she's kind of like forgotten it or she's put it aside and she used to love it, so she's bringing them out to see whether she still loves it or not. And it's kind of like Forgotten Love. So she inspired me to dig my cupboard lately, and I found like, oh, I have a lot of forgotten love. So I thought I'd just do one of these videos. Really been inspired by her. So if you haven't watched Michelle Wang, she is like a kind of new to the YouTube scene, maybe a year or two, and I have been obsessed with her channel. She does a lot of luxury skincare and makeup. I don't think she does much drugstore, but you know, I like watching the stuff that she talks about. She's really reassuring, and her recommendations, I don't know, there's something so sincere and so truthful to it. So she has inspired me to do a lot of videos, but she's also inspired me to spend a lot of money. So it's dangerous to watch her, but she's really, really good. And yeah, her voice is so soothing as well. Anyway, let's get started. Let me get this hair out of the way. Get some clips up. So actually I just had a shower. Oop. That is so sexy. Just had a shower, washed my face, I haven't even put moisturizer on, but one of the forgotten loves that I seriously forgot because it's in my fridge. This is the Lululun facial mask. So these are supposed to be everyday masks whereby I put it in the fridge. I have several boxes of these. I have put it in the fridge and I don't know, it's stuck in the side of the fridge and I've totally forgotten about it. So I thought, you know what? It is a forgotten love because I used to do facial mask every single day, and now I am so freaking lazy. So let me just do a mask right now. We'll obviously speed it up, but yes. Forgotten love. It's kind of dried up a little bit, but these masks, which are in the fridge, are not supposed to be super like hydrating. They're just like a bit, like it's got a bit of essence, but this piece seems to have dried up quite a bit. Yes. This. Oh. Totally forgot about mask. Okay, well, I've been really lazy lately. Like, I don't know, something about it. I'm feeling extremely lazy to do mask nowadays, but I should get back into it because it's so wasteful if I don't, right? So I better start using it again. I just put some Laneige Special Care Lip Sleeping Mask on my lips because it has been really dry, and that's my fault. I haven't been drinking enough water, and I have also not been putting a lot of lip balm. So that's my fault. Okay, so my lips are like desert dry. Okay, let's put some primer, and the one that I dug out I have forgotten all about. Okay, this is the Laura Mercier foundation primer with SPF 30 UVB UVA. So this fellow was kind of like stuck to the corner of my foundation cabinet section of the cabinet. This was something that I use so much, and I'm not really a primer person. Like, it's not something that I must put, right? So I have a few primers, but I think this is like the first primer that I had, and I liked it. I like the fact that it's kind of like a moisturizer between a light and a heavy moisturizer, right? But it's not so, I don't know, there are some primers that are so sticky, and this is not. This is kind of like a moisturizer. It goes on the skin so nice, and it doesn't have like a, I don't know, it's like a pooling effect. Just feels like a moisturizer, so I like it. On the neck a little bit, and I bought this Laura Mercier one because I think that time I was trying to look for a primer that also acted as a sunscreen. So I was kind of being a bit lazy. I didn't want to put another sunscreen or another layer of sunblock on top. I just wanted something like a 2-in-1. And then I started to use sunblock, and then I just forgot about this primer. So for foundation, I dug out this really old one from my cabinet. I should toss this out, but it's just that it was so expensive that I don't have the heart to toss it out. From Clay to Peau, it's the Silky Cream Foundation. And I do think that this color is too dark for me right now. I used to be pretty tan when I had this, and this is like old, like 3 or maybe 4 years old. So maybe 3, okay, maybe not 4, but 3 years old. It's in the color 020 and it is so nice. I remember that I was so obsessed with it because you just need a little bit like this. That's like too much actually. And oh yeah, the color is a little bit too dark. But it's so beautiful on the skin. It's really high coverage. Yeah, it's a little bit too dark. But it's okay, we'll make it work with some powder. And I don't actually need to use any kind of tool, just the fingers, and it's so spreadable, but it gives such a beautiful coverage. I seriously forgot how much I love this. Yeah, the color's a little bit too dark. Probably if I were to buy this again, I would have to get a shade or 2 lighter because I am so white. But I think I'm still gonna keep it because I am going to Australia in March, end of March, early May, and during that time I'm definitely going to the beach, so I'm gonna get a bit of a tan. So I think hopefully it will work by then. This is how it looks like after I've spread it out just with my fingers, but I am going to use a beauty blender, a damp one, and then just smooth it out a little bit more. It is a more thicker kind of foundation, so I like to kind of take a little bit off from using the beauty blender, but it has really covered up all of my discoloration around my cheeks here because I do have some sunspots, and yeah, from all the sunbathing that I was doing when I was younger. I have a lot of forgotten loves from Clé de Peau. I used to be so obsessed with it. This is one more that I was so in love with. This is the Clé de Peau concealer. This is like the famous concealer that everybody raved about long time ago, and I obviously got sucked in it, and it is a really good concealer, but this is a color that I think it's too dark for me. This is the stick concealer. The color is an Almond. This stuff covers up everything. Just need a little bit, and even though it's so thick, I'm gonna put it, oh yeah, the color is way too dark for me now, but it's okay, we will make it work. I used to be so tan, okay? I don't think I have any, do I have any pictures of me being tan? I don't know if I have any now, but if I do, I'll put a picture. But yeah, I used to swim every afternoon, and I used to swim like mid-afternoon. 1-2 o'clock, I would jump into the swimming pool, and I would just get tan. I wanted to be like tanned. I was so obsessed with that, you know, bronzy look. Such a great concealer, even though it feels pretty thick on the stick, but once it warms out on your skin, like between your fingers, it spreads out so well, and it doesn't kind of like crease. It just gives amazing coverage. Once you set it, so good. I don't have any powder that's a forgotten love, so I'm just gonna use my usual La Prairie powder. Takes me forever to finish powders. Yeah, I don't powder my face all the time. Just use it a little bit here and there. So I'm just taking this one, and I think I have to bake to make sure I'm gonna lighten up the skin a little bit. So let's do that. Pretty. Okay, while that bakes, I'm just quickly gonna do my eyebrows because eyebrows are so boring. This is just the usual. I don't have any forgotten loves for eyebrows. I'm just a creature of habit when it comes to my eyebrows. Just my groove-proof brow pencil. If I really wanted to say forgotten loves for my brow pencil, maybe my Tom Ford, but that's not really forgotten. It's just that this is the one that's easily grabbed. It's right in front of my face just now, so I don't really care about eyebrows. So let me just do them and I'll be right back. Let me dust that off. Okay, for eyeshadow, I'm going to use a few things. So firstly, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. This is a palette that I kind of forgot or put aside in my cabinet, but I dug out and I have been enjoying it again. And then I found these two single eyeshadows, which are pretty similar in color. They are this, you know, the camel color last year that was super popular. In fact, it is a very flattering color for, you know, like a transition shade. So I've got two of them. One's from Bobbi Brown called Camel, and then this one is called Vernau from Illamasqua. So they are pretty similar. The Camel color is a little bit more warm, and then the Vernau is more cool, but they do give a very beautiful transition shade, and yeah, it looks really flattering on most skin colors. This is the Camel color, and then this is the Vernau, and you can see one is a bit warmer. So this is the Camel, and then this is from Illamasqua Vernau. They are so beautiful and pigmented. So I used to just grab this color and put it all over my eyelid, or sometimes I would use it as a transition shade. I think today I'm gonna go and use the Illamasqua color. I'm gonna go in with this color called Rolling in Dough, just to put it all over my eyelid, because I think I have a little bit of, yeah, primer there, so it's a little bit, it is a little bit, what do you call it? Damp? Not damp. Sticky, tacky. So this is just gonna give it a smooth base. Then I'm gonna go in with this other color here, which is also a matte color from the palette. This is the color Bougie, and I'm just going to put that all over the eyelid very lightly, but focusing the color into the crease. I'm not bothered about making it super like smooth or blended perfectly, because I'm just gonna put a metallic color all over my eyelid, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go in with the same brush into that Illamasqua shade, and because it's really pigmented, I'm just going to take a little bit, dust that off, and then focus it into the crease, very just to carve out that crease color, and whatever's left on my brush lightly just above. So the eye base color is done, and now I am going to go in with this color, which I have been so obsessed with. Like, this whole palette, I've only used a few of the colors. They're all beautiful, they're all glittery and just stunning colors, but the color that I'm so obsessed with, I wish they would just come up with a single for this, is this color Rich Girl. It is super pretty. It's this taupey, silvery, it has like a almost purple shift to it. It is beautiful. So yeah, it's so pretty. Not really purple, just taupe and bronze, and I don't know, there's something about it that's just, gosh, so rich. Okay, let me grab a, where's my brush? So I actually featured this palette in my monthly confessions video. If you haven't watched that, I will link it up here. So what I've been doing is I'll just take that color Rich Girl with my finger, and then I'm gonna place it all over my eyelid, pressing it instead of, you know, just dabbing it like that lightly, a little bit like this. Okay. And because I want the color to really stand out and stick onto my eyelids, I'm gonna go in with a wet brush. So I think, yeah, I mentioned it in my monthly confessions video that I don't like to go with a wet brush directly into the pan, because that would create, you know, they'll leave some moisture from the brush into the pan, and actually you will spoil your eyeshadows. So this is the way that I have been going. Actually, moisture from your finger as well is no good. So if you can, try and use a brush and then another wet brush. So yeah, it's a little bit more of a hassle, but if you love an eyeshadow color and you want to preserve it from getting hard pan, I don't encourage you to actually go in with the wet brush, especially if the eyeshadow is not like a dry and wet eyeshadow. So yeah. So now I am spreading it, and immediately I can see the shimmer is now more metallic sheen and not so patchy. Oh gosh, so pretty. So just dabbing it, making it, yeah, it looks even more wet now on my eyelids. Super pretty. So that's all I'm doing on my eyelids. I'm gonna finish off my eyes with this also Forgotten Love. This is from a Japan brand called Heroine Marc. I think it's not Make, I think it's Maku. And this is their smooth liquid eyeliner. It is waterproof. This stuff is seriously super hard to take off, but it's so good. And I absolutely forgot that I bought this while I was in Japan, and it was like a year and a half ago. Found it while I was digging through my cupboard, and I was like, oh my goodness, I have a fresh new tube, like a new pencil, unopened. So I was like, oh, of course, Forgotten Love. So let's use this right now. Ugh. The thing about sitting on the floor is I gotta keep swapping my legs from left to right, because you're getting like a bit cramp. Just curl my eyelashes as well. Okay, the eyes are done. I need to take these off before it sets my hair. But yeah, okay, let's just push that down a little bit. Now I'm gonna bronze my face, and I also forgot about this follow. This is the Film Style Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight Palette. This, I had this for quite a while, and I forgot how much I love this bronzer and highlighter. I actually prefer the bronzer. The highlighter is, it's okay. I'm not like the biggest fan of the highlighter. Bronzer is a beautiful color, and now that I am much fairer, it is so pretty. So that's the bronzer, and it is a very nice, you know, shade for me. The highlighter is, I don't know, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is a bit more powdery than what I would like, especially now that there's so many more beautiful highlighters. The bronzer is still really pretty, so I'm gonna use the bronzer. I think I might use the highlighter, but yeah, I'm gonna use the bronzer on this brush. This is from Hakuhodo, J531. I think one of the things that if I get to go to Japan this year, I'm gonna buy brushes. That's one thing that I have such a weakness for. I think that is that might be my loophole in my rules, because brushes don't expire. They'll never get damaged unless, yeah, they will if I wash them too much. Yeah, unless I lose them. But yeah, that's my only loophole. I think brushes are my weakness. I love buying brushes. They're so nice and so beautiful. And using the right brush just makes the makeup application go on so smoothly and easily. Gosh, this is so pretty. Okay, down my jawline a little bit. I think I went on a bit heavy on that. Into my forehead, grab a bit more to my forehead. Okay, so for the highlight, I know I shouldn't be using this. This is like a limited edition palette that, well, anyway, it's a Forgotten Love. And to be honest, this is not even a Forgotten Love. This is a Forgotten Never Used. I had both of her palettes. The Gwen Stefani's eyeshadow palette, and then her blush palette. And I actually used her eyeshadow palette for a while, but I actually gave that away because, yeah, I wasn't really reaching for it. It's nice, but yeah, it's nothing spectacular. So I also bought this as an accompanying item, and I have not touched it. Like, it is new. I still even have the sticker on it, and I have not used any one of the blush colors. Two beautiful pink blushes. There's like a bronze shade, and there's also a highlighter here. Yeah, I haven't used any of them. So I can either use this highlighter here, which it's a little bit too powdery, or maybe I should go in with this. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the Film Style Bronze and Glow highlighter, because I don't know, Gwen Stefani's one is more of like a blush topper. I probably could use it. Yeah, they kind of blend out to look the same, but yeah, never mind. We'll just stick with this. Just take a brush and we'll go with that. not the best, actually, not the best. Considering how much, you know, highlighters there are in the market, she was one of the first to come out with this. And right now that I'm using it again, it is, yeah, pretty powdery. But let's blend it out. Let's blend it out. The color is still really beautiful, and it's not that it's not nice, it's just that you really have to blend it out. Otherwise, you can actually see it on the skin. But I still like it. And if I am like in traveling or what not, I would definitely consider bringing this. I go in with this color called Easy. It has more of that shimmery color, but I think it's gonna be pretty. Ooh, it's quite pigmented. Okay. I should dust that off a little bit. And I'm gonna just dab it. Oh yeah, it's really pretty. That's the blush. This side is much better. This side, I went crazy on that blush, on that bronzer. So I am going to buff my face out. Just gonna buff it out, buff it out, buff it out. So every time I overdo the bronzer, which I always seem to do, I will just take my fluffy brush and really just buff my skin. This brush is from Chikuhodo, and it's one of my most favorite brushes. This is, I think, the MK175 or 178. It's made of blue squirrel hair. So soft. I can keep on doing this. Like, oh my goodness, so good. So anytime I overdo like blush or highlighter, just take this brush and just kind of like just really buff it into the skin, and it dissipates a little bit of the color, makes it blend into the skin much better. Yeah, I think that's better. This is not really a forgotten love, but it's just that the forgotten, not used very often. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillowtalk lip cheat, and it's the only one that I have. But I'm one of those people that don't use lipsticks, or sorry, not lipsticks, lip liners very often. I always get suckered into buying them because, I don't know, just everybody says they're, oh, it just broke on my lip. Ah, that's a big chunk. Okay, forget it, because it broke. And I don't have a pencil sharpener like right here with me, so I've got a half-line lip. Fail, forget it, I'm not bothered. Not bothered, okay? See, that's one of the reasons why I don't use a lip liner. I'm just gonna go straight into the color. So I am gonna go in with this color Role Play, which is a Forgotten Love lipstick from Marc Jacobs. Don't really need a lip liner, but this is a beautiful color. Super hydrating on the lips, and it gives my lips, your lips but better kind of color. Oh shit, it's so beautiful. Look at that. It's creamy, it's easy. I don't actually need a lip liner, so let's just go on. Okay. I used to use this color so much on my channel, and I was actually using it out as well, but yeah, I don't know why I've forgotten about it. So this happens when you buy too much. You just leave it like that, but I don't know, today I just feel like making my lips look even more like juicy. So let's use this lip gloss from Chanel. This is the color 204. So the color that I have put into my diary, which I want to buy, is the color 804 from Michelle Wang's recommendation. She did one video and her lips look like duck big, okay? So and she was saying that she didn't get any lip fillers, and it was all down to one of her lip glosses from Chanel, and the color was 804. And I've been on a hunt for it. So I don't know, I went to a few shops and they didn't sell it. I do have this one color. This is 204, and I think this is the color that was recommended by Jaclyn Hill like freaking long time ago. So I dug it out, and yeah, I've been using it. One thing I really hate about putting lip gloss on top of lipstick is the applicator will get a lot of the lip color. So what I always do is I will take a tissue, or if I'm even more like disgusted, I would take a makeup wipe, which I have right here with me, and clean that applicator before I put it back into the tube, because I don't want to contaminate the color. So I'm just gonna clean that off. I know, this is so much work. Yeah, since I'm sitting here, yes, let's clean that applicator. Yes, that's better. Make sure it's dry before I put it back in. Ah! Oh, my lips look juicy, juicy. I'm gonna finish off this makeup with this Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. This is actually a really old bottle. I bought this when I was in America a few years ago, and I have been using it not so much because it is so expensive, and I am a stingy I am such a stingy person, okay, when it comes to these kind of expensive makeup items that I have. I'll just like use it for special occasions. So because of that, I think I've only used up maybe until a third of the bottle. I don't have like freaking a lot of special occasions, or when I have a little bit too much powder on my skin, which is like today. So let's put this. Ooh. Ooh. Where's the mist? I feel like it's going this way. And onto my legs or whatever. Okay, let's do that again. Oh, okay, that's a bit too much. Okay, I think that's enough. You're expensive. So I was really stingy to use this as well because Tatcha has not arrived in Asia or Singapore or Malaysia. They only came here last year. So now that they are here, I'm digging this out to use. So yeah, I don't feel like, oh, it's so hard to get anymore, because when I bought it that time, just under 3 years ago, it was like something that I can only get overseas, right? So I didn't want to use it. I was like, one, and I was like catching the mist with my face. But now I feel a little bit like, okay, even if I finish it, I can still get it locally now. Yeah, so crazy, okay. What do you guys think of my hair like this? I am a little bit lazy to gel it today because, you know, every time I gel my hair, I will have to wash my hair again at night, and I don't want to wash my hair like 3-4 times a day. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do my next video because I got 2 videos to do, this and another video, and I'm just gonna leave the hair in this soft movement, soft lazy do. Hope you guys don't mind. So anyway, this is the finished look with all the loves that I've forgotten. And I kind of enjoy doing this video. Absolutely just, you know, sit down, chit chat, talk and look a little silly. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I absolutely enjoy watching Michelle Wang's videos. She has inspired me to do several videos, and yeah, it's all inspired by her. She has also inspired me to buy a few Sisley makeup items. I have a Chanel powder from her as well, I have not used. So maybe I will do a video of things that I recently, well, not recently, kind of recently, maybe last year, purchased and I have not used yet. So unused makeup. So maybe I should do something like that. Yeah, unused makeup. Forgotten. Maybe not forgotten, just unused, like still in the packaging makeup. Maybe I should do that and force myself to dig those items out, because I am the kind of person that will buy something and I will keep it for a while, not touching it, and then maybe a few weeks later use it. I have been getting better at trying to use my makeup immediately after I buy it, but yeah, I don't know. I like to look at the packaging and just admire the, you know, the component for a while and just not want to use it. So stupid. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Till my next one, you guys take care and I will see you then.